over here. Hey!
Are you with the reinforcements? Wait. Let them on the run. They fled. Northeast. Over the hill. Go! They fled northeast. Over the hill.
Albin and I fled from Jova when we heard the Asterian army was approaching. We left everything behind, even our poor dog. Albin is really beside himself about it. We just couldn't risk bringing him along, noisy as he is.
Oh, my poor Max. We had to leave in such a hurry we left him behind. I pray to Setherus that those Sabinian cretins haven't found him. Oh, I should have just set him free. I'll never forgive myself.
I don't know if it's the stress, the hunger, or the cold. I feel weak. My heart is beaten out of my chest. I need the medication in my suitcase, and I have no idea where it is. What else could possibly go wrong in this hellhole? I'm so tired.
Hi, mister. I'm Dag. I'm from Skell. When the bad men took Mama into the barn, I ran as fast as I could. And then Mrs. Cos found me. She's very nice, but she's sick. I'm watching Mika for her. That's her baby. I wish I could help her. But we dropped all our stuff when the monsters chased us in the tunnel. It was so dark and scary.
I'm a journalist. Article 79 of the Geneva Convention formally states that journalists are protected under international humanitarian law.
Who are you?
I'm Tanya Elva. I'm an independent investigative journalist covering the Civil War.
Are you the journalist mentioned in this note?
I have no idea who or what this note is referring to. You're barking up the wrong tree.
come to finish me off. You coward.
Who are you?
I'd sooner die before I tell you anything. Wait. Wait. Your necklace. Show it to me. Impossible. It's you. Please tell me you're not one of them.
No. I just stole their gear.
It's clever. Oh, there's so much to say. But the curtain falls on me, my son. My boy, stolen from me. I am a vigil, sworn to protect Adea. We failed to stop the calamity, but hope stands before me. Take this. It's called the Keystone of Grief. Promise me. You must continue what we've begun to uncover. Find the journalist. Find Agatha. When you do, use the passcode. Pentos. They won't trust you. Especially dressed like that. I saw them escape into the rocky ridges. To the southwest. Towards the old windmill. I'm sorry. My burden is now yours to carry. Promise me, we'll stop the calamity.
Is Agatha my mother?
Your mother is dead.
I read your psyche eval. The military officially diagnosed you as being a high-functioning sociopath. I see why you were so successful. Out of curiosity, what's it like to barely feel anything?
Practical. I never second guess. I have no regrets, no fear, no animosity.
Even towards me?
Even you.
Give it time. I tend to bring out the worst in people. So, could you help me understand something? Your father dies in front of you. Your mother is dead. Why pursue this?
I stared into my father's eyes and saw a man with something I never had.
And what was that?
An undying purpose. I stood in the home I was born in, and it only seemed to fill me with more emptiness. No memories, no feelings. Nothing had changed. In that moment, I felt a connection.
To him?
To Hadia.
Interesting. So, where did you go from there?
Hey, if you're going to arrest me...
Vitalis told me the passcode is Pentos. What's your connection to him?
Oh, so we're on the same team then. Vitalis is the source of my story. We met for the first time at the Weeping Knight statue. I don't know much about him. He was taking me to the Vigil headquarters when we got ambushed. It's somewhere in these rocky ridges.
So you are the journalist mentioned in this note?
Yes, I am. In my defense, you are dressed like the enemy. I was just covering my arse.
What do you know about their headquarters?
They call it the Watcher's Nest. To get there, Vitalis said we must follow the path with all the tombstones and obelisks just west of here. Vitalis described the entrance as a doorway etched into solid rock. He mentioned a windmill above it on the cliff. You need 2 keys to open the door. Vitalis gave me one during the ambush. Please, take it. Find Agatha. She has the other one.
I got the key. Agatha didn't make it.
Ah, fucking hell. How did she... Never mind. I don't want to know. When we split up, I knew something terrible was going to happen. Finding the Watcher's Nest is the only move left. Perhaps there are some vigils left that could help us. I won't be joining you. My old injuries are acting up. I will only slow you down. I can see your APC from here. I'll head there and wait for you.
Listen, I don't want any trouble. I'm just looking for supplies.
Who are you?
The name's Atticus. I escaped the Medini prison camp when the demons attacked. I should have died there. Looks like Setharus had other plans for me. I joined up with some refugees. We have a camp close by. The path to reach it is behind the giant stone serpent. Head north from here. You should find it. These people need me. They're in bad shape. I'm out here scrounging for supplies. Have you seen the destroyed ON vehicles on the road? They're northeast of the Weeping Knight statue. There's a truck that's still in good shape. If only I could find the keys and get it started, I could take these people to my father's farm in Sinedra.
I think I met your father. He's Ernest Cadell, right?
Yes, he's my father. I'm glad to know he's alive and well. This makes me want to get back home even more.
Did you see a strange door somewhere around here?
I saw a large door carved into the rock. Head back on this path and turn left. Continue on the path, and the door will be on your right. Careful, though. There's a huge demon lurking in front. When I saw it, I turned back real quick.
You found my medication? What a relief. I was starting to make peace with Zephyrus. You've saved my life. Thank you. I can't even fathom what would have become of my poor baby if something happened to me. I just need to rest for a little bit.
is real, and the existence of a plan to stop it, the so-called failsafe. We know nothing of this failsafe, nor of the artifact we recovered. All of these tomes, and not a shred of information. Whatever machinations the Foal Guard of old had in mind, they were intent on keeping it a secret. I fear it is now lost in the folds of history. It seems to me the artifact may be part of a larger mechanism. Perhaps it is a key of sorts. Does it open another tomb or vault? Are there more such keys? It is clear to me that this artifact, this keystone, is a critical piece of the failsafe enigma. We must continue to pull at this thread until the truth reveals itself. Scattered around this hallowed ground speak of Pentosalgia, the first of the Watchers. It was Pentos who recognized that the Calamity would always remain a threat. From the ashes of the derelict Foal Guard, he forged a new order to carry on our sacred charge. His foresight and tenacity are the reason the Vigil still exists today. There must be a reason he chose to conceal the existence of the failsafe and the keystone. Truly extraordinary that we should stumble upon his tomb after all these years. I pray it contains the answers we seek. The revelation that we may have a traitor in our ranks weighs heavily on me. Our vows are sacrosanct. How could one betray the Order at a moment such as this? I harbor a growing suspicion, an insidious notion that is slowly taking root. Harrowing, if accurate. It chills me to the bone. I cannot inform the others until I have arrived at certainty without doubt. The risk of exposure is too great. What would she possibly have to gain? I pray that I am mistaken. The consequences would be disastrous. Likely the end of the Vigil as we know it.
it.
Bring back that scroll you just picked up. I found something in the APC that can help us.
Funny. I've never seen you before. No matter. I can see your credentials hanging from your neck. Welcome to the Watcher's Nest.
Who are you?
My name is Gildas Brom. I am the oldest member of the Vigil. Ever since I lost the use of my legs, I've been the caretaker of relics and other useful items. We have accumulated quite a collection. These items are precious and will undoubtedly help you fight the creatures.
Can you tell me more about the Keystone of Grief?
If you have the Keystone, this can only mean one thing. Vitalis is no more. This is a somber day for the Vigil. He was the best of us. Unfortunately, there is no time to mourn him. I will honor his memory later. As for the artifact, we only have theories, some of which you can find in notes and journals strewn across the tables and desks. The Keystone of Grief was found in the Umal Caves, leading us to the Watcher's Nest. Whatever the Keystone is, I believe some answers can be found in Pentos's coffin. If only we can figure out a way to open the damn thing.
Anything else you can tell me about the Watcher's Nest?
Initially, the Watcher's Nest was a barracks for the Foal Guards, our ancestral order. Their blue-flowered crest is carved on the walls. The Foal Guard abandoned it, but Pentos Algier, the founder of the Vigil, reclaimed it years later. He made it a secret stronghold to coordinate the Vigil's efforts. Today, it is a beacon, a marker left behind for future generations. Pentos was put to rest here, but we only recently discovered his tomb in the crypt below. Although we haven't been able to open his coffin yet, we are confident there are more answers inside.
What are other duties a Vigil must perform?
I'm sure you are aware that nothing is free in this world. As a Vigil, you swore an oath to prevent the calamity and protect the people of Hadia. By performing good deeds for Hadians, you can acquire some relics and items. You may have noticed that the creature, despite being slain, returns after a certain time. That's because you haven't shut down their time loop. You need to kill the Guardians first, and only then can you enter the time loop to shut it down. We must shut down all the time loops. I know, It seems like an impossible task given the brutality of the Civil War. Take this. It will help you detect the Guardians that are protecting each time loop.
What are time loops, and how do I shut them down?
They ensnare moments in time, events charged with extreme violence, and curse those trapped inside to relive the moment over and over again. Now, how to shut it down? Once inside, you must bring an Ammon prism to the center of the time loop. The center is deadly to humans, so the Fold Guards trained owls to carry the Ammon prism. Ammon prisms are extremely rare. This is the only one I have left. Please take it. Perhaps your flying gadget can carry it to the center for you. Remember, when you close a time loop, come back and see me to claim your reward. There must be thousands. Roll up your sleeves. You have a lot of work ahead of you.
This was in Pentos's coffin. What do you make of it?
This is what you found. That isn't very reassuring. More riddles. The scroll must be the key to solving the enigma. I recognize the old Hadean language. It died out centuries ago. It would be best to find someone who can translate it.
Where do these necklaces come from?
The necklaces we carry today belong to the Fold Guards. We found them in old tombs and ruins. Crafting these necklaces is a lost art. Many have tried unlocking the secrets of forging one, but every attempt has failed. They are precious and rare, which is why each member of the Vigil passes the necklace to their next of kin.
What do you know about these weapons?
Consider what our smiths need to forge our weapons. It makes you think, doesn't it? Now that's a chicken and the egg mystery if I ever saw one. Think about it. You can't slay the creatures without our weapons. The material to forge them comes from the creature's corpse. How did they do it?
What's our status on time loops?
Good. You closed a few of them. I'm sure there are more out there.
How do I perform good deeds?
It's simple. Help our people. Hadeans are a proud bunch. They won't ask for your help directly, so pay attention to what they say. The more you help our fellow Hadeans, the more relics and items you can acquire. Now, you're asking yourself, how can this old kook know if I'm helping people? Oh, I can tell. It's in your eyes, boy. The eyes have much to say if one knows how to look. Whenever you accomplish a good deed, come back and talk to me to claim your reward.
Have I helped enough Hadeans?
Hadeans are lucky to have a vigil like you watching over them.
Camp is due north. It's on the other side of the Serpent. I'm sure they could use your help. These the keys to the ON truck? Where on earth did you find them? This is great news. I'll head back to the camp and tell the others. We're getting out of here.
You really should lock your doors before leaving.
Yeah, there was no need to before.
Now this is an ideal vehicle to roam a war-torn country. It's even got cup holders. Do you realize what you have here?
It gets me where I need to go.
It's a state-of-the-art armored personnel carrier with tech I didn't even know existed. I had fun pressing all the buttons.
Was there a mute button?
Smart ass. Do you want to know what I found or not?
Tell me.
This computer is linked to something called the Zeal server. I came across that name before. The Zeal Council. I have no idea who or what they are.
And?
This server appears to have a vast database containing history of Hadia. As of now, I only have limited access. Give me some time and I'm sure I can get through to more.
Interesting.
When Vitalis contacted me, he told me he wanted...
Whatever deal you had with Vitalis, it died along with him.
I'm sorry you lost your friend.
Don't be. I didn't know him.
Whatever the Vigil is up to, it's on you now, right? I want to piece together whatever is happening here, and you want to stop it. Neither of us can do this on our own. I found a tracking device embedded behind a panel. I know I don't look it, but I have my uses. Face it, you wouldn't have gotten far without me.
All right. You can tag along.
Good. Show me what you found in the coffin. Interesting. Let's talk about the scroll once I'm done examining it. Find anything? Interesting. I'll look it up. Nice find. Let's run it through the database. Good find. I'll look it up. Nice. I'll have a look in the database. Nice find. Let's run it through the database. Interesting. I'll look it up. I discovered a vault of forbidden knowledge in Senedra Forest. Interesting find. Let's see what the server can tell us about it. Let's see what the Zeal server has to say about this one. Nice. I'll have a look in the database. Nice find. Let's run it through the database. Let's see what the Zeal server has to say about this one.
It was clever of you to remove our tracker, especially for a civilian. But you aren't a civilian, are you? We still managed to get clear pictures of you both. It's only a matter of time before we ID you. When we do, I will turn my attention toward the people you care about. Will I find someone in Jova? The Vista Hills?
Charming.
She's hot on our trail.
Then whatever business we have here, let's make it quick.
Welcome back. Let me know if you need any repairs or enhancements for your weapons. Just make sure you have enough materials.
I'm sorry, but Vitalis is gone.
Oh, this is a sad day indeed. I still had so much to learn from him. Vitalis and I met under dire circumstances. He gave me a choice. Continue fucking up my life or become something greater. I will always cherish his life lessons and teachings. We both had wounds that could never heal. I will honor his memory by using the skills he taught me.
How are you holding up?
Voss is keeping me busy with some repairs here and there. I have to say I appreciate the distraction. It keeps my mind off the creatures in the marsh and the monsters in uniform.
Excellent. The more the merrier. You're a lifesaver, friend. My fiddle and I thank you sincerely. Hopefully Voss will stop staring daggers in my direction now. Even if each of these compositions sounds more dreadful than the last.
What now?
How are things?
What do you think? We're surrounded by things we can't kill. My men's morale is lower than a palamist's belly. And to top it all off, I've got an idiot pestering me with stupid questions.
Is Victor gonna be okay?
I won't lay a hand on him. I'm just happy to see the smoke rise from the forge again. I have a long list of things that need his attention. Now, if you don't mind, I'm a busy man.
Okay, I finished examining the scroll.
Why are you in Hadia?
If someone were to say I was obsessed with Hadia, it would be the understatement of the year. I've always wanted to see it with my own eye. Something has been happening here for a very long time. There is a dark secret, and the world hasn't been told.
So, what's written on the scroll?
I translated the text. It's a riddle. I suggest you read it. I'm sure it will make more sense once we find a location. As for the blue flower, the Zeal server is giving me the usual encyclopedic answer. It's not providing me with a specific location. The drawings are landmarks, and the blue flower is the key to finding their location. Whatever this place is, it's a well-guarded secret. I'm sure it holds the clues to Vitalis' investigation into stopping the calamity. I think it's time for you to chat with the locals. Talking isn't your strong suit, but someone must know where this flower grows.
What should I do now?
Someone must know where this blue flower grows. It might be best if you talk to the locals. My obsession with Hadia started when I was a little girl. My father, a well-respected ambassador at the time, had successfully negotiated a visit to Hadia. When he returned, he told me about the time he spent here. He told me about their customs, unique religion, strange architecture, culture, which were unlike anything he had seen. Hadia had been completely closed off from the rest of the world for centuries. I was hooked. When I became a journalist, I wanted the scoop on this place. I almost got an exclusive interview with the dictator, Garion Yankel. I've covered countless conflicts, gone after the powerful, exposed corruption. Now that I'm actually in Hadia, I have to admit, I think I finally bit off more than I can chew. While crossing Hadia, Agatha and I got stopped at a checkpoint. While waiting for our paperwork to clear, I conversed with one of the Palamist officers. Once the small talk was over, he told me about what he had done in the village not too far from where we were. He was explaining to me, in striking detail, all the atrocities he had committed that morning. I don't know why he was telling me all of this. Did he want to impress me, scare me, or confess to his crimes? All of the above? Horrifying as his anecdotes were, what terrifies me the most was that this monster was as normal as they came. He was a husband, a father of 2, and a school teacher. If he was capable of committing such atrocities, we all are. It's a great idea that's poorly executed. I think they get a bad rap, even though I've seen them do plenty of good. Peacekeepers have an impossible job. Each time they intervene, they've been set up to fail. And Hadia is no different. Oh, they are akin to the Protestants back home. At first glance, they bear historical resemblances. They sought a less restrictive faith and crafted one essentially retaining the core of Palam's teachings. I'm not one to oversimplify, but there it is. Ask me again when I have more information about Sabinians and if we ever survive Hadia. Mind you, I came to these conclusions purely through observations. I haven't done any proper research. They strike me as being like conservatives in most Western countries. Again, these are just observations. I need more time and research to formulate an adequate answer or opinion. I'll never erase that night from my memory. The moment I laid eyes on them, I became unhinged. Agatha had to steady me. She was as shocked as I was. She handled it a lot better than I did. When I finally regained my composure, I gazed into Agatha's eyes. In those few seconds, everything she had been taught since childhood was validated. It was all real. I'm at a loss for what to make of them. I bombarded Agatha with questions, but she knew little. She said that this wasn't the first time they had invaded Hadia. My instincts are screaming that there is a conspiracy at work here. Someone is orchestrating this, and I will blow it wide open.
Welcome back. Let me know if you need any repairs or enhancements for your weapons. Just make sure you have enough materials.
Do you know where this flower grows?
Abbot Jaffer might know. The priests at the Patham Abbey produce mead. They set up their beehives in different parts of Umberhan. It's pretty damn good stuff. I used to steal some back in the day. It's a long shot, but you never know until you ask. Besides, I think seeing a friendly face would do him some good.
I'm glad to see you again, my son.
You know where this flower grows?
I know this flower very well. My brothers and I produce mead at the Abbey. Together, the honey we need, we set up our beehives in Lake Sinan, where this flower blooms. It's quite beautiful, but who knows what state it's in now. Lake Sinan was where I was going to bring my niece, Rebecca. It's the perfect place to start healing.
Gonna let my uncle go? I hope they will. I don't want to stay here anymore.
Do you know where this flower grows?
Yeah, I do. They're so beautiful. Uncle Jaffer brought me to Lake Sinan. He showed me how to collect honey from the hives. It's where Uncle Jaffer wanted to take me before the soldiers took him away.
When you find items out there, please bring them back here. I'll look them up on the Zeal server. Understanding the past might give us more insight into what's happening here. Find anything out there?
Obsessed with Hadia.
Shit, that's not good.
Careful of Miss Alver. She's notorious for trying to get the scoop on our little neck of the woods. So much so that she's gotten several of her friends killed trying to get it.
Don't even try that psychological bullshit with me.
One mystery man remains. It's only a matter of time before we ID you. I take pleasure in knowing that you buried... Who was it? Your brother? Sister? Mother?
Father. His name was Vitalis, but I'm sure you knew that already.
Why didn't you tell me he was your father?
You didn't ask.
And here I thought you knew nothing. I have 1,000 questions.
Okay, pump the brakes. I was born here, but I grew up on the outside. Spent years trying to get in.
Why did you come back?
Like you, I had 1,000 questions. Vitalis and the Vigil believe whatever's behind that door will end the calamity. This isn't over. We need 3 more keystones to find out if they were right.
I'll take some pictures.
We didn't bother looking for the first forge, which was an oversight. I'll make sure they send a recovery team. We analyzed your weapons. They are far superior to our own. Your friend Victor has been very cooperative.
He knows nothing. Let him go.
We hardly touched the boy. He wasn't that hard to crack open. You and Miss Alver, on the other hand, have a much harder shell. You didn't know. Our operatives caught up with Miss Alver. She couldn't quite handle the drug and fell into a coma. It's an unfortunate side effect.
Torturing a kid and a woman. Congratulations, you're assholes.
Funny. I thought sociopaths didn't care about anyone.
Oh, fuck you.
You accessed some very restricted files on the Zeal server. Who was helping you? Who granted you clearance?
I'm getting to that.
Fair enough. So you found a door with a strange mechanism. What happened next?
Okay. I have what I need.
When you're finished down there, come back to the APC.
We have a lot to go through.
Let's hope Vitalis was right.
While you make your way back, I'll check the Zeal server to see if I find anything to get us started.
I found some possible leads to get us started. Do you have anything for me? Interesting find. Let's see what the server can tell us about it. Let's see what the Zeal server has to say about this one. I found a vault of forbidden knowledge in the Visser Hills. Let me know which symbol you'd like to focus on first.
Hey, did you find any information on this symbol?
I've got 2 leads. The first takes us into a small chapel on the grounds of the cemetery near the village of Jelgen. Why would a small chapel have this symbol above its entrance? It might be worth our while to investigate the area. The second lead is quite strange. It's the symbol of the Ministry of Cultural Primacy. They should call it the Ministry of Propaganda. They're not fooling anyone. Their offices are in Leith. Apparently, Deputy Minister Martin Rolst suggested the design. He may know about the symbol's true origins. It's up to you where you want to start. Jelgen or Leith.
Hey, what information did you find out about this symbol?
It was the symbol used by a cult in the year 853. They were called the Servants of TR. To give you an equivalent, that's like saying the Servants of Satan. Due to the cult's rising popularity, the Inquisition of Palom was formed to hunt down its members. The Servants of TR were eventually eradicated. The Inquisition kept the only surviving copy of the cult's holy book as evidence. The book's title is the Gospel of TR. It was stored in the archives at the Patham Abbey in Akasor Marshes, the birthplace of the Inquisition. The Gospel of TR probably holds some answers, if not all of them.
What can you tell me about this symbol?
The Zeal server seemed to have an extensive list of journalists, archaeologists, and historians of Hadia. Due to their research, they were deemed persons of interest. I found a historian who could be of help. His name is Caspian Fran. He researched this symbol for his thesis. He teaches history in Talju. When Agatha and I were traveling through Hadia, the Vigil hid us in a safe house there. During our brief stay in Talju, I met Boro Juven, a local mechanic. He seemed to know everyone in town. Boro would know where Caspian lives.
Hey, Tanya, is there more information on Deputy Minister Roust?
I found a few things. Before becoming Deputy Minister, Martin Rolst was an archaeologist. He discovered new evidence concerning an ancient monarch who ruled over Hadia. Rolst's file is heavily redacted, so I can't tell you which monarch it was. The best thing we can do is go to Leith and talk to Rolst himself.
No longer your enemy.
Why the sudden change of heart?
Some new information has come to light, and as a consequence, it has dramatically changed my perspective.
I can smell the bullshit from here.
As a show of good faith, I'm sending you a code. You'll be able to access more information on the Zeal server. That is all I can do for now. I will contact you again as soon as I can.
I don't like it.
It might be a kill switch, but I created a back door in case they tried shutting us down. Access code received. Shall we? I am curious to know if we have a new friend.
You didn't trust her a second ago.
It's not about trust. We're calling a bluff.
You know more about this stuff than I do. It's your call.
Her code is legit. We didn't need it. I already bypassed most of their security systems. It seems we have a new friend.
Setharus. You found me, my son.
Are you okay?
I'm unscathed. Setharus has gazed upon me this day. It's a miracle I'm still breathing. The holy passages, the warnings, it's all true. Demons walk amongst us, my son. I've been praying and hiding here since I saw them.
What happened here?
Captain Voss. He brought me here to make sure I bear witness to my lies. His men discovered an ancient door. I had never seen it before in all my years living at the Abbey. They couldn't break through. The door was too thick. Voss and his men blew it open. When the smoke cleared, that's when the demons came out. It was as if TR himself had swallowed me. I saw him, Voss. He was the first to fall prey to the demons. I ran as fast as I could and came here to hide.
I'm looking for the Gospel of TR. Do you know where it is?
I know the book you were inquiring about. I've never read it and wouldn't go near it. A book with that symbol on its cover needs to be avoided. Time and humidity had caught up to it. Despite what may be written inside, the book is considered heritage and thus protected by law. It was our duty to send it to the National Library in Leith, which has an excellent book restoration department.